Okay, I had to figure out if I was live there, guys. Sorry. Good morning. Although I haven't been outside, I can tell you that it's gone warm suddenly because my brain is hurting. And that's not the concussion, that's actually my head. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if it actually went live. It did something weird. Okay, sorry. So we're going to do some keep going stuff. So if you've never been to the keep going class, what we basically do is a workout with bands and usually a ball. A lot of people don't have a ball this morning. A couple of you messaged that you do have a ball. So we might, use some movements that would pretend you have a ball. And then we're going to do that till about 11 o'clock. I'm trying to use my phone this morning instead of my computer and just see how that works. So hopefully I won't go over time at all. And then what I'm going to do is you can do cardio on your own. Okay, some things that I suggest for cardio. If you have stairs, go up and down your stairs a few times. Okay, you don't have to run up and down your stairs. You can walk up and down your stairs. You can do some dancing. Put some music on, nobody's watching. Dance for a while. You could go outside and go for a walk. There's no social distancing issues there. It's a beautiful day. But get about 20 minutes of cardio today if you can. Okay. And then if you're not wanting to do the cardio then, you can stay on and at 10, no, sorry, my head's really hurting. We're doing this from 10:30 till 11. And I believe I said 11:30. We're going to do some move it or lose it stuff. Okay, so that's where we'll do the joint stability. Okay, so grab yourself a band. I'm going to use a super weak band this morning, but grab yourself a band. So if you don't have a band, this morning obviously you're going to need one, but if you want to share this with other people and they want to get a bit of a workout, let me know. I might have some extra bands. So the thing about bands is you get different resistances and you can double up on the bands. So for this band, this one's a little weak for me, but I'm trying to take care of the concussion. But I might use this for my arms because they're weaker, and then I might use a different color for my legs. Or I might add a few bands together, okay? I have bands, people are like, I'm not gonna get a workout with a band. I have a band downstairs that is actually 100-pound resistance. So yes, you can get a good workout muscle-wise with the bands, okay? So let's get started with your band. Okay, we're gonna warm up a tiny bit first, so just lay that band across your thighs. I'm a little blurry this morning in my thinking, so I'm sorry if I stutter and things like that. So just make your circles. We're just gonna warm up the same as we did yesterday a little bit, not as in-depth. Okay, so ankles round and round. I hate Chinooks. They're beautiful, but other direction. Okay, and then just lift your legs a tiny bit. Again, just like yesterday, if you weren't on yesterday, I want you to be aware of what your back feels like when you're lifting your legs, that you're sitting up and nice and straight. If you have a back to the chair, you can just lean into it a tiny bit to keep your back straight. Or if you don't, then you need to use your core, okay? But I want you to make sure that it's not bothering your back, okay? The hips, gonna rotate out. Okay, the trunk, you're gonna reach. Every direction. Okay, the shoulders, you're gonna swing. Thumbs up this way. And again, if you're watching, please comment or like or something so that I know how many people are on here and if it's worth continuing. Okay. In and out. Perfect. and some rotating. So rotate in, rotate out, rotate in, rotate out. Same rules as all of my classes. Nothing ever should hurt when you're doing it. Okay. The other thing you want to keep in mind is when you're doing upper body that you're using the proper muscle and you're not tightening up in the neck area and your traps at all, okay? So just be aware of that. If you have any questions as we go along, type them out. I can't answer questions live right now because I haven't figured out how to have something here that I could actually see, and my vision is really, really blurry. So it would have to be huge. So I will answer them afterwards though, okay? So hook that band on the bottom of your foot. I like to come away from the chair. I gotta change chairs. This chair has a whoop in it, okay? So it's not exactly easy to sit up straight on. So but you wanna sit a little more on the edge of your chair so that you get a little bit more force going, okay? So as if you were driving a car, I know we don't drive this way, but you come up, and then slam on the brake. Up, slam on the brake. I'm gonna come just to the edge. Here we go, then I can sit up straight. Slam, slam. Okay, so the idea here is what you should really feel is a little bit of your quad and into your hip flexor. Okay, so your hip flexors are where the crease of the pants is. That's where you should feel that. And push, push. Okay, we're going to challenge that hip flexor a little bit by coming up and holding it. Make sure your back is straight. Make sure that feels okay on your back. Okay, and you should feel that maybe burning right in that hip flexor. That's what we're looking for. A few more seconds if you can, and then always slowly let it go. There you go. Switch legs. The best way to switch legs is to put your other foot in the band and just switch. Okay, sitting up nice and straight, up, push. I see a big group of kids walking together down there. They're probably happy school's out, but they're definitely not doing the whole social distancing thing. Okay, and up you go. Hold it there. Hold it, hold it. Make sure your back isn't bothering you. If it is, you come down early. And down nice and slow. Okay. Switch feet again. Now we're going to work this muscle here. Okay, this is going to be more warming up because we're using the band, and the band can assist you. So you're just going to straighten up and down. Up and down. Okay, so you're thinking about the knee movement. You're feeling this muscle a little bit here, tighten up. Whenever you flex, okay, I go this way with your leg, I want you to think about this muscle here, your quad, shortening and tightening. You can do this all day and you can just kick, okay? That doesn't have the same purpose. I want to lift and contract, release, contract and release. I'm always in control of the movement, and I'm trying to make the movement harder than it actually is, okay? So I'm trying to think, oh man, that leg weighs a ton. I really got to contract. Okay, a couple more. Good. Come down, switch legs. As always, if this muscle or whatever muscle we're working on starts to burn, you suck it up, keep going, okay? If the joint, whether it be the hip or the knee, starts to irritate you, that's a totally different thing, okay? So when people talk about you want the burn or you want the no pain, no gain, I'm not talking about your joints ever. The muscles can definitely burn. It's okay. If they're not burning, don't worry, you're still getting a workout. Okay. Okay. So, we've got the quads and we've got a little bit into the hip flexors. Let's work the hamstrings a little bit. So the hamstrings, back. Okay. There's a few ways you can do that. So those of you that want to stay in your chair, I'll show you a way that you can do that. And those of you that want to stand up, I'll show you a way that you can do that. But anytime you put your leg from the knee down into extension, which is this way, your hamstring does that work. Okay, so one way you can simply do that is pushing down with your foot, especially the heel, and drag that foot right to you as far as you can get it to come, okay? And you're gonna feel the hamstring. Go out, push. Notice that I don't push out, I place it out, pull it back. Place it out, pull it back. If you're on a hardwood floor and you're not, or if you're not getting the resistance, like the movement, and it's going clunk, 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 next time, grab a face cloth, okay, or anything like that. If you don't have gliders, grab a face cloth and just pull it in here. Okay, if you're wearing shoes in your house, take them off. This is going to be it's going to be hard. You're going to have a great big mark. Okay, push. The other, so those of you that want to stand up, the rest of you keep going. I'll tell you when to switch legs in a few seconds. You can stand up, lift, and down. Lift and down. So the rest of you that are on the chair, switch legs now. Okay. So when you're lifting, you're thinking about that bottom of that leg weighing a ton. Okay. And whoo, dizzy. Okay. And when it weighs so much, it really takes a lot of effort to pull it up, pull it up. And when it does it, this muscle does it. Think about this muscle as being a band, it is, from under your bum to your knee, and it does all the work. It contracts to lift that leg and down. Contracts and down. So if you want to try those as opposed to these other ones, you can. So you got a few more here. Pull. If you ever get a Charlie horse, straighten your leg up. Just straighten your leg up. Okay. Don't go to the point where you feel that might happen. Just go to the tightness. Okay, perfect. So we've got the front and the back of the legs down, okay? Let's do the outside and then the inside. So the outside, my favorite, you're going to bring that band underneath your thighs. Okay, you're gonna wrap it across and you're gonna pull it nice and tight. Okay, so today what we're gonna do, again, I need to be on the edge of my chair so that I have some distance here. I'm going to place my feet flat on the floor, excuse me, about 2-3 inches apart. I've got some good resistance here. Sitting up straight, I'm going to open and drop my knees. Okay, drop, drop. When I drop my knees, I'm thinking about the muscle on the side of my bum, your glutes medius and the abductors. I'm thinking about them shortening, lengthening, shortening, lengthening, okay, on both sides. So you might not feel this at first depending on your band. The stronger your band is, the more you're going to feel it. If you have a weak band, just generally, if you're by yourself, just go longer, okay? Or double your band up. There's always ways. Okay, if you want to speed up a little tiny bit, you can, keeping that back nice and straight. If you've never done these with me, you're going to love them. Easy peasy. Okay, keep that tension in the band. Don't release that tension in the band. Space your feet a little bit. So space your feet about 6-7 inches apart. Okay, continue. A little tighter, a little tighter. If you're feeling nothing, that's okay. We'll get there. If you're starting to feel a burn, beautiful. Keep going. This muscle is one you can just let burn. It's not going to Charlie horse. It's fine. Keep going. Don't think about this is what I'm doing. Okay? Think about contract, release, contract, release, contract, release. Every movement has a purpose. Depending on your band, you may hate me right now if you're using a blue band. I could probably stick two together, but I've got enough of a headache right now. Okay, keep that tension. Farther apart, shoulder width or bigger. Okay, right away you should already feel some tension in your hips just sitting like this with this band. And push, push, push. Keep your back straight. You should be feeling it. If you're not, double up that band. Okay, every contraction is on its own and has a purpose. Contract, 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 contract. I hear some of you swearing at me. Shh, don't do that. It's just a little burn. Ah, you should be feeling it. Don't give up. Breathe. Go to your happy place. Okay, I'm going to be nice today. Hold it right there. Don't move. Just hold it. You can relax the rest of your body. Just feel those hips. They are in contraction right now. They feel wonderful. Okay. Strengthening your hips is strengthening your balance, your stability. They're very important. So hold it there. I know. From right here at the biggest burn, you're going to pulse 20 times really small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, slowly release. Okay, don't just go, plunk. It's not going to feel good. Slowly release. You got it. Hopefully you felt those hips a bit. If you didn't, you need to increase your band on that exercise. Like I said, having a couple bands is a good idea. Okay. The inner thighs, because not everybody has a ball today, what we're going to do to work the adductors is rotate your foot outward. Okay, so my foot is pointing out this way. Sitting up straight, I'm going to lift, not kick, lift as if there was a ball right there. So I'm kicking the side of the ball. Kick, kick, kick. You're aiming for a feeling all the way down here into to the inside of the knee. This is great exercise for stability of your knee. Okay. Keep going if you can. It should be on fire. This is another fire muscle. Okay, learn to like it. It's okay. If you start to cheat with your back, then you need to shut it down. Keep going. Wow, there's a lot of kids out there. And bring that down. Whew, hello. Other side, rotate out. So if you're not feeling in here, you're probably not rotated enough. Figure that out, okay? So if I don't rotate and I do this, all I'm feeling is my quad. That's not what I want. I want the inner area, the adductors. Okay, whew. And up. Okay, beautiful. Now, if you can stand up, we're going to work the ankles and calves a little bit and the glutes a little bit more, the actual main part, glutes maximus. What we've just worked when we went outward is the glutes medius. Okay, so if you can stand up. If for some reason you need to stay on your chair, I'll give you a slight alternative, okay? So those of you that are standing up, we're going to work the glutes first. So what you're going to do is standing up nice and straight. You can turn your chair if you want to hang on to it, whatever you need. I am going to today for balance, okay? So I'm going to hang on. You want to hang on to something that's quite high or even a wall that's near you, okay? Because you don't want to be leaning over. So what you're going to do is, again, turn your foot out slightly. Okay, standing up straight. Make a straight line behind you. Make sure it's behind you and it's not off to the side. And then bring it back. Straight line behind you, bring it back. When I do that, I'm making sure that I don't go too far and I don't feel a stress here in my back. Okay, so I'm just going far enough back that I feel this main part of my bum tighten up naturally. Okay, so for me, my spine is straight, my pubic bone is kind of locked in forward, so my SI joint right in here is happy, and I'm just pushing back, causing a tight contraction in the glutes maximus every time. If you've never done these, it sometimes takes a while for your bum to know what it's supposed to do. Okay, those of you that have to sit on your chair, I literally want you to sitting, squeeze your bum as tight as you can, relax, squeeze, relax. Okay, you're going to find that the leg that you're standing on, maybe your right leg, left leg, whichever way you did this, is getting tired as well. The muscle that is getting tired there is your glutes medius, the one that we just used the band to go out with. That's a good thing. You want that, okay? You also want to try to keep your hips level and straight when you do this and not be like this, okay? So nice and straight. Let's switch sides. So turn, rotate the foot out, okay? Get those thighs together and go straight back. So when you're doing this, you want to feel right here. If what you're feeling is out here, what you're doing is slightly going outward each time, okay? So try to get those thighs together and go straight back until you find the right spot. This is a great exercise, but we already worked that muscle. We need to work the main part of the glute right now. So go back, back, back. You got it. I love glutes. Love them. I could do glutes all day. Okay, perfect. We're going to work those ankles and those calf muscles. So you can hang on so that you're up absolutely straight. And you're going to simply come up onto your toes. Anybody that has issues right now with their toes and can't do this, just skip it. It's fine, okay? So up, down, really slow. When you go down slow, you really work that Achilles tendon. That's what we want. Up, down, really slow. When I'm doing this, if you've not been in my classes, what I want to see and why I make you hang out, you guys keep going, is I don't want that, okay? So if you see with my ankles, they went outward. I want really straight ankles. So think about squeezing them inward a little bit if you have to, but I want them coming up straight, down slowly, straight, down slowly. So watch if you have to, actually watch your ankles, okay? A few more of those, up, down slowly, up, down slowly. One day I'll show you my view. We bought our house because of our view. We are right up in Sunset. The pond is right down there. Mountains that way, ravine that way. It's a beautiful view. If any of you ever want to come up here and work out with me, I got 2 bikes ready to go. And if you're not into bikes, we can do something else. And down. We'll just keep our social distance. Okay. I'll move my chair back. I do believe we just hit every single muscle of the legs, okay? Let's quickly go to the core and the spinal stability. I want you to come to the edge of your chair, okay? You are a kite, tall and wide. Maintain that no matter what. Hands can go here, hands can go here. It doesn't matter, okay? I like them here for whatever reason. Lean back, start to lean back. As you lean back, what should naturally happen is your stomach here should tighten up. As long as your back feels good, okay, you're good. And then breathe out, straighten yourself up. Don't go past straight. I can't lean back in this chair very far because it has that dip. I'll lose myself if I go too far. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna go back as far as I normally would, but you go as far as you're comfortable and your back feels okay. Okay, go back. Exhaling is really important. When you exhale, you think about your core shrink wrapping the whole cylinder, not just your stomach, right into your back. And when that happens, you support your spine like you should. The other thing it'll do is keep your blood pressure down, okay? So it always happens on the hardest part. Getting back up, down, getting back up. Perfect. Sit a little farther, just farther back your chair, just your bum, your back doesn't have to, okay? You want to be able to touch towards the ground. If you can't actually touch the ground, that's fine. If you have that small ball, you can use the small ball, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, just like a football player, I am going to keep my back straight. I'm gonna have my one hand here to support me, and I'm gonna come down towards the ground, okay? So I'm gonna imagine that I have the ball there. I'm in that football stance, my back is straight, okay? My head is straight, so I'm not looking down. Everything is nice and straight. And I'm gonna exhale, pulling myself up into a straight position, okay? So again, you should feel that cylinder. right into your stomach and back. Come back down, straight spine. I want you to really practice that hip hinge, straight spine, okay? So, you guys keep going. It shouldn't look like this, okay? See how my shoulders are rounded down, my upper back is stretched out, my lower back is vulnerable. It should look like this. So if you're like this, pop yourself up straight. Think about everything being a kite, nice and long and tall. Lift, down, lift. That means you may not be able to get to the ground, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, some of you, if you're like, oh, I gotta get to the ground, and I can't quite do it through my hips, you're gonna collapse if your hips don't have that mobility, okay? So don't go to the ground. Down, up. Good. Let's switch arms just to make you a little more balanced. Same thing. Support yourself. Down, up. Down, up. There we go. Breathe. Really focus on what your cylinder here is doing. You should not have any negative feelings in your back right now. If you do, hold off. Maybe you can private FaceTime me later and we can fix that for you. But the purpose is never to use the wrong muscle, ever. Couple more. Stop early if your back is bothering you. There you go. Okay. We're going to grab our band again. We're going to work the arms a tiny bit. Okay. Jeez, I'm going to pop up here and see if I can see the time. No, I can't see the time because I'm on the screen with you. It's okay. We got no place to be, right, ladies? Okay. We're going to work the back of the shoulders first. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're not using your upper traps right here and your neck muscles. And that's where it gets tricky, okay, if your band is too tight. So I've got my band, knuckles are up, and what I'm going to do, sitting up straight, is pull out until my arms are straight, if I can. If that creates tension, too much tension up in here, then I have a couple options. I'm going to loosen the band a bit so that the movement is a little bit smaller, or better yet, I'm going to get rid of the band altogether, okay, and go out. So my focus today, I'm actually realized as soon as I pulled, things happen. So I'm going to go without a band and show you how that works, okay? So you can go thumbs up or this way, pull. What I'm doing with my shoulder blades is the most important part. As I come out, I'm thinking about those shoulder blades, and those of you that train with me, you know, you get the bottom of those shoulder blades downward and then think about them going towards your body a little bit. Okay, and then that movement is going to come from the shoulder blades up into the back of your shoulders, the back of your delts right here, and that's what you want. A couple more if you can. This one's a hard one to get to 10, 12 with. Take a rest. As soon as the muscles up here cheat, you go, you drop, okay? I don't care if you're just there or you're in my class. I will drop myself sometimes. I will go, yep, not today. It's just, I'm using the wrong muscle. There's no point in using the wrong muscle. Take a rest with that, guys. Okay, roll your shoulders a little bit if you did activate anything wrong. Okay, put the band across your thighs. Okay, and we're gonna work the top and the front of the shoulder without the band, just because we really don't need a band for this, okay? So the top of the shoulder, sitting up like this, okay? We're actually going to rotate out so the thumb is upward, and you're just going to come up to there and down, up to there and down. Okay. When you're doing this, I want you to check what you're using. Are you using this round part, or you're using the trap? If you can only come to here because you have a shoulder issue, only come to there, okay? If you're doing this and then you're hiking up the arm to get up there, that defeats the purpose. Make sure this trap isn't the one doing the work. When I first started doing this, couple more if you can, guys, I actually had to do one at a time and hold the trap down to make sure. Okay, good. Give those a rest. Really, when you're doing lateral raises out to the side, it's really important that you use the muscle here, okay, the medial delt, as opposed to the trap muscle. Okay, so those should be rested. We're going to turn to the front of the delt right here. This one is the great one that you're going to use to get things into your shelf right now. So We're going to, instead of raising up like this today, we're going to pretend, or if you have a ball, you can use it. Pretend you have some weight, could be your crock pot. Okay, and you're going to lift it up to the shelf. Bring it to the counter. Lift it to the shelf. Bring it to the counter. Okay, so thumbs are upwards, because that is the way we grab most things, and down. As you're doing this, keep those traps quiet. You should feel right here, the front of your shoulder burning a little bit. Breathe. I'm talking, but throughout this, you should be breathing on the part that is exerting through all of these, okay? Keep that blood pressure down, up, down. You might feel that these are starting to burn. If you need to take a rest, it's okay. If they're burning, but you're not using your traps, please try some more. Keep going, make them strong. Okay? Your body has to have something to adapt to. Okay, good. Whew. Relax those shoulders a tiny, tiny bit. Okay. Good. We are going to go to the chest. So you're going to flip the band on your back and put it under your armpits as if you were wearing a towel. So some of you right now are like this, or you're like this and you're all confused. Armpits. There you go. Okay, perfect. You want to get some good tension with this one because we're going to use the chest. These guys are all small muscles of the arms. The chest is a big muscle, okay? So you definitely have some force there. So grab that band. I want your knuckles to be pointed towards the ceiling. And as if you were punching, sitting up straight, you're going to punch out towards the middle and come back. Punch out towards the middle and come back. Really important you breathe. I'm thinking about chest, push out. Chest, push out. Not my arms, chest. Okay, so even if this band is easy, I'm pretending it's 100 pounds, okay, and I'm pushing out there. It's not about the movement, it's about getting the contraction in the muscle that you're looking for, okay? While I'm doing this, even if you're tired, try to keep going unless the neck is doing the work now, okay? While I'm doing this side of my core should be getting a bit of workout. If you're pushing, you feel like you're rotating, don't allow that rotation. Come back and don't allow that rotation. What that's going to do is work your core. Okay? Push. Push. Good. Take a little bit of a rest. And we're going to push both arms out. Okay? So push both arms out. Good. Hold that for a second. Open up your arms a little bit. Not very far. If you feel it hurts your shoulders, stop. Go to about 45 degrees. Squeeze back in. Come back. There we go. Okay? Watch your neck muscles. Get ready. We're going to do it again. Breathe out. Open up. Breathe in there. And breathe out one more time. Squeeze the chest together. And come back slowly. Perfect. Flip that band around onto your foot again. Okay? We're going to row. So we work the chest. We're going to work the back now. Okay. You can bring your foot up. You can leave it on the ground. I'm going to bring my foot up today just simply because this chair is a little tall for me. And I keep coming to the edge, but it's kind of bony. It doesn't feel great. Okay. So I'm going to use my foot as an anchor. It doesn't matter which foot you use. I'm going to row. So when you row, you retract your shoulder blades. Your goal is to get those two tips of your shoulder blades downward towards your spine, or this one towards this back pocket, this one towards this back pocket. Okay. So I'm going to pull from my knee to about my bum, or just above my hip, but I'm not going to pull up. So if you watch my shoulders, when I pull back, my shoulders don't come down or come up. They don't come up. And my elbows don't go way behind my body. So I'm going to choke up on my band so I get a good pull. Right to there. Squeeze. Squeeze. My lower back isn't arching. My chest is not popping up. Squeeze. Squeeze. My upper traps are quiet. I'm only using the bottom of those shoulder blades, okay? I am not doing this. If you feel like you are lifting those delts and those arms and this muscle is doing the work, stop right now, okay? It's downward. The shoulders stay relaxed down. And squeeze, squeeze. There's going to be a point where your neck takes over. If you've got enough resistance, you stop. We're going to keep going, but you stop. You don't want to do the wrong muscle. If you're working the wrong muscle, it's pointless. You're trying to teach your body how to use the right muscle, and that means taking breaks if you need to. Squeeze. There we go. Okay. You can stay on this foot if you want to. I'm going to keep this simple for today. I'm not going to do the trickier moves for you today, but we can get into some tricky fun band stuff another day. Okay. We're going to work the biceps, the front of the arms. So sitting up straight, taking that band and rotating. So make sure, look at your hands. Can you see your pretty fingernails? Can you see the palms of your hands? That's what you want. If you're turned like this and your palms of your hands are together, for today, that's not what I want. Rotate out, okay? Keep the elbows close to the body. You're gonna take that right hand, bring it in an arc, a curl, up towards your bicep. If your band is too tight, loosen it, right? That's simple as that. Come up towards, good. Other side, come up towards, other side. To your shoulder, breathe. Exhale on that part. Exhale on that part. That's the harder part. Keep your blood pressure down. If you're like, man, I'm not feeling these, choke up on the band. I wanted to choke up on the band. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be a good girl today. I love doing biceps too. You should have a little burning in there. That's okay. A little burning is good. I'm being really nice today, by the way. Otherwise, I'd be making you hold one and pump the other. That's going to come. Be nice to those of you that have never done the band workout. Okay, good. Now you're going to take that band off your foot. This one's really tricky. It's a seat belt. Put it over your shoulder. You're the driver for now. Put it down here, okay? So, seat belt into here. You're the driver. Okay. What you're gonna do is hang on to the top of the seat belt just against your body. I'm not gonna pull it away from my body. I've just got it hanging up so that when I pull, it doesn't go anywhere. Hanging on, not hanging up. There we go. You're gonna grab the bottom. I want to make sure that the palm of your hand is towards you, it's not out, and you're gonna slide along your body, not out here, okay? So get some tension so that when you pull down into a straight position, you feel the back of your arm, your tricep muscle, and come up. So from the side, I'm going down right to a straight position and up. If I can't, and I'm just doing this, you're not truly activating the whole tricep, the back of the arm. You need to straighten, so loosen up your band. Straight down, up, straight down, up. There we go. Relax that shoulder in that trap. They want to start hiking up. Just use the back of your arm. Pull. If you're not feeling it, double up your band. Okay. Keep going. Again, I love me some triceps. Okay, now you're going to have fun. Straighten your arm. Relax your shoulder. Hold that there. Feel the back of your arm tightening up. Or it should be nice and tight. Oh, that's a beautiful feeling, isn't it? Relax that shoulder. Keep that shoulder relaxed, okay? Now, keeping that arm absolutely locked in a straight position, you're going to pump. I'm going to say 10 times. I like 20, but let's be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got to go 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got it. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Slowly, because you made that contraction, slowly let go. Don't ever go, oh, thank God. Okay, let the muscle, it's in a full contraction, let it go out slowly. You don't want to damage anything. Let's flip the other side. You are now the passenger. Up, down. I might be backwards, obviously, so if I said driver and I look like the passenger, you figure it out. Okay, it's not complicated. And then, especially because I think I have my phone flipped so that you're seeing me opposite. Okay. Hand up here, hand down here, nice and straight, pull down. Double up the band if you're not getting anything. Straight arm, get that tricep. Let him contract. You ever want to have beautiful looking arms? Everybody's bicep, bicep. Work your triceps, they are beautiful. They really give you definition. That and the middle of your shoulder gives you that lovely teardrop look. And pull. Neck feels okay, elbow feels okay. If your elbow doesn't feel okay, check your hand position. Is your thumb outward? Bring it middle, bring it towards the middle. Okay, hold, sit up straight, relax everything but the back of your arm. Feel that tension in just that muscle. And let's pump 20 times if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so at this point you should realize that if you're not getting anything muscle-wise out of this, that it's time to go get some more bands. Again, I have some. Dollarama has some bands that you can maybe tie together and buy like 4 of them. If you're really in need of a band, I might be making an order of a big roll. So let me know, and I can get a big roll from Fitness Depot, and we can put those together, okay, if you're in need of a band. Okay, so we have done the chest and the back, all 3 parts of the shoulder, the bicep and the tricep, okay? That is basically your whole upper body, plus we did some core and spinal stuff. So we are done with that. So what I want you to do is go do some cardio, even if you're getting only 10 minutes and today, whatever you can do, it's your cardio, it's up to you, but challenge yourself with that cardio, right? If you've got a bike in the house, go do it. Walk some stairs, do whatever you want. I want you to do that for a while and then do some stretching, okay? Simple stretching. Stretch as needed. So stretch the muscles that you feel are tight. It's gonna be mostly the front of your legs, the back of your legs. And I will do a stretching segment that's not live that I can put on, so you can always refer to if you need to. But most of you, if you come to my classes, you know how to stretch by now. Okay, so we're going to take a little break and then, damn, I wish I had a clock right now. Somebody tell me what time it is now that I can see you. Somebody put it out in Skype world or FaceTime world or whatever we're on. Okay, and then I will tell you what time we're going to meet for Move It or Lose It. You're all dead or went to get a drink instead. Hey, the beauty of working out at home like this, guys, is you can go get a glass of wine and be sipping some wine while you're working out. Okay, you've all left me. Nobody's telling me what time it is. I'm lost. It's okay. If I go into my scary room, I'm not going to find out what time it is. Clearly, I only use my phone for time. So I'm going to let you guys go. It's your option to either run, do some cardio now, or do some cardio after Move It or Lose It. So I'm assuming that Move It or Lose It is going to get started pretty quick. If we're over time, it's going to start right away. Grab yourself some water. If we're not over time, then why can I not figure out the time today? Yeah, we're going to start in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you. 11:15. And I don't remember what time I said we were starting. Okay, it's okay. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Go get some water. Do whatever you got to do. We're going to come back and do some Move It or Lose It for anybody that wants to. Okay? See you guys.